Today, I will talk about, so today, before I start, this is a standard disclaimer. This is an internal training course provided by Homilychart for our customers. The purpose is to help our customers to master the software features and functions and establish a correct investment philosophy and gradually improve the customer's capabilities to analyze and trade through systematic knowledge training. All the cases demonstrated in the course are for teaching purpose and should not be considered as trading recommendations. Investors should be aware of the risks involved in stock trading, conduct their own due diligence, and be responsible for their actual trading during the operation of Homilychart. The stock analysis methods provided by Homily are for reference only. Only by scientific and rational analysis and decision-making can we make better profits in the stock market. All right, so today I will talk about tick chart and some important trading information you can find out in PC Kit. All right, so what is a tick chart? So if we go to the PC Kit, we turn on the PC Kit. So this is the chart and the interface of the chart. Normally, you can see the trend indicator. You can add in some other indicators in the other windows, right? So you can go to here, click tick. All right, click here, tick. So you will see this tick chart. All right. So this tick chart is very useful to know the day momentum. And it's also very useful if you are a day trader, intraday trader. All right. So I will show you what is tick chart. And after that, I will also tell you what is the, here on the right side. In fact, there are also quite a lot of informations in the Homilychart, in this PC Kit. So I will tell you what are these information about, what are very important trading information can you get from the data here. So this is today's content. All right, so what is a tick chart? Tick chart display a specific, someone raise hand. So anything? Oh, this is Chinese, this is this is English class. All right. So this is a tick chart. What is a tick chart? Tick chart display a specified number of transactions. In Homily PC Kit, this function can record real details per minute. So it's powerful tool for intraday trading. Yeah. What does it mean? Record. So this tick chart record the real details per minute. So every minute, it will show in the chart. Every minute. So this is x axis. So every minute on the x-axis. So on the y-axis, so every minute there is a trade price. Yeah. So this tick chart will connect all the every minute trading trading price to form this tick chart. All right. So you can go to this. Okay, so go to click tick, then you will see the tick chart here. So what is tick chart information? So in this tick chart, you will see there is a yellow line, there is white line, and below there is volume. Yeah. So white line is the stock's instant transaction price. So the white line is the stocks every minutes, every second. It is actual transaction price. So it connect together from the white line. All right. Then yellow line. Yellow line is the real life intraday average transaction price, which is formed by the intraday transaction amount divided by the intraday transaction volume. So the yellow line, in fact, is the average transacted price. Yeah. So from the yellow line, then let's say if the yellow line is flat, then tell us the average price doesn't move. And let's say if the yellow line sloping up, that means the actual the price is moving up. The transacted price is moving up. All right. So so white line is connecting the actual transacted price, but the yellow line is the as of the time. What is the average? So what is the average? So we can also compare the white line with the yellow line. So let's say if the white line is below the yellow line, that means the transacted price actually is going down. Yeah. But let's say if the white line move above the yellow line, that means the transacted price is going up. All right. So we can, all right. So we can, based on the relationship of the yellow line, the performance of yellow lines, white lines, and also based on the volume, then we can see whether the sentiment, whether it's very bullish or whether the stock is bearish. All right. So for example, I can show you some examples. So for example, Singtel. This is the tick chart of Singtel. So Singtel here, you can see the yellow line, which is the average transacted price of the day, is going down. Is going down, right? So that means the Singtel, in fact, is the day is a down day. All right, and then you can see the white line, which is the actual trade price, is below the yellow line. Yeah, so Singtel for the day was very bearish, right? So let's say another stock like DBS. All right, from DBS. So DBS, the yellow line here represent is average trade price of the day. And then the white line is its actual trade price. Yeah, so you can see here the starting point is yesterday's close price, $30.06 was the day before its closing price. And then yellow line above the $30.66. That means it is move is an update for DBS, and you can see the white line in fact move above the yellow line, right? So when the date start kick off, then it open high. You can see open high, and then after that, the DBS move up quite accelerating, but it retrace, and then but it didn't fall below the yellow line. It didn't fall below the average. It's supported by the average, right? And then it continue to move for the rest of the day. Most of the time is above the yellow line. Yeah. So DBS for the day, it was very bullish, right? So let's say after for example, you analyze the chart, and then you want to find the buy point. So let's say what to do the day trade, day trading. So if you find the stock is bullish, and then you go to the tick chart, once the stock is above, penetrate the yellow line, then probably that is your buy point, right? So for example here, once it was penetrate the yellow line, that might be your buy point, all right? So that is how you can catch use the tick chart to get the buy point, yeah. Or let's say if the share is moved far apart from the tick chart, from the yellow line, then you can wait until it retrace back to the yellow line, then you can consider to enter again, right? All right, so you can use this tick chart to see the day's average and how the actual trading goes for the day. Let's say, for example, we look at some other bearish stock like this stock. So yes, the day before it was closed at here, the middle line 0.31. So overall the whole day, in fact, the stock is open low at 0.305. So it was below the last closing price, open low, and then the whole day it was below the average line, below the yesterday close price, the middle here, and the share actually moved around the yellow line the whole day. So before close, it even dropped further, right? So you can see the overall, the whole day is low and flat and low. All right. So now we go to look at the, that is the yellow line and white line. Sorry, yellow line and white line. All right, so now there are also some very important trading information from the PC kit. That is if you go to this area here, all right. So this information tell us is called time and sell. Time and sell. So what is the price, and then what is the actual trade price, and what is the no, this is time. This is the time, and this is the price, and here is the volume. All right, and that is called time and sales. What is time and sales? Time and sales, or T and S, show volume. So the volume here, and what is the price, direction, and time data for each trade that is executed on an stock exchange. Time and sales information is often provided as a real-time data feed of trade orders for a security. All right. So for time and sales, that is actual transacted information. Actual transacted. That is very important. So that's real transaction. Real transaction. So only transacted, then the data will show in the table, time and sell table. So you can see the actual from this information. You can see what is the price and the amount, the actual transacted amount. All right. Okay. So if you trade with some trading platform, for example, using some the brokers platform, then you will see market depth. Market depth. Market depth is only those stocks that are waiting to be transacted, but those are not real transacted volume. So on the PC kit, the time and sales information here are very more important, because those waiting to be transacted, so the bankers or those speculators can suddenly withdraw the orders from the stock exchange. So it can be a false information. Yeah, but the time and sales information here are actual transacted amount and volume. So this is more reliable. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now we go to this part. It is here. Is the information here. So today the class will be very theory. Is talk about a lot of theory, so it might be a little bit boring. So bear with. So you might pay attention. So it's quite boring because I will explain very technical in theory about what are the informations. So now I explain this part here. Okay, so here is the I extract the part, the data here. And what is A and D? A and D is the latest trade price minus last close price. All right. So, for example, the stock. So the last trade, trading price was 0.3. It's 0.3. Okay, and this information is drop 0.01. That means the last trade price down comparing to last close price, means the day before the closing price, comparing to the day last closing price, it dropped by $0.01. $0.01, yes. So in the day during the trading, you will see the latest price keep moving. So the A and D price is also keep moving. So the A and D will show you the latest transacted price minus the closing price of the day before. So it will show the difference. So it will reflect here. All right. So are you clear what is A and D? Can you, if one, then give me a 1. Type on the chat room. All right, good. So now you know what is A and D. Then what is percentage of change? Percentage of change. Percentage of change is the last trade price. The last trade price minus the pre-close price. So the difference divided by the pre-close price. This pre-close price is the closing price of the day before. So it will show you the percentage. This is a net value. What is the latest price minus the close price of yesterday? But the percentage, this percentage of change will show you in percentage. Yeah. That means is the A and D divided by pre-close price. So you will get percentage of change. So you not by right use percentage of change is more rational. It show you the ratio because it can show you the ratio. If you use the net value, you might not see the magnitude, how much actually has dropped or increased. But use percentage of change, we see, will show you the ratio. Okay, so latest price is the latest transacted price. The low and high is the low of the day, the high of the day. What is the open price? All right, so now we come to TRLT. TRLT. What is TRLT? TRLT is the total transacted volume of the day, as of the day. So it is calculated by add bid volume plus ask volume. So that means the as of the time, what is how many shares has been transacted. So it is it can be calculated by add the bid volume and the ask volume. All right. The bid volume is here, the bid volume, and the ask volume are here. Okay. So sometimes people will ask, what about sometimes when we transact when we do a trading, there are always buy and sell. There are some buyer, there are some seller, right? So what is transacted volume? Yeah, what is bid volume? What is ask volume? Since when there is a trading, there will be both buyer and seller, right? So, okay. So is when in a trade, yeah. So there are always some bid and ask, yeah. Some and there is bid volume and also ask volume. Okay, so let's say if you want to sell a stock at $1, 1,000 stock. Okay, and some people want to buy at 99 cents at 900 shares, right? So let's say when there is actual trading, when the share actually is trade at $1, trade at $1, then that is a big volume. Then big volume, for example, bid at $1, actual transacted at, some people want to buy based on the asking price. So this 1,000 share was fulfilled, and there was a buyer. It bought at 1,000 share, right? So we count this is bid volume 1,000, all right? But we don't count at ask volume. We don't count it as ask volume. We count it as bid volume at 1,000 share. So this 1,000 share will count into here. All right. So this is, but let's say here the bid volume, there is some people want to sell at 99 cents at 900 shares. But let's say really there was a seller, it showed the stock at 99 cents, 900 shares. If it did, then we will call it as a ask volume. Some people ask volume. Some people actually show at 900 share. All right, and then this volume will add to here. Will add into here. Okay, so this very, very important to understand the concept here, the bid volume and ask volume. So over the time, such transaction completed over time. So the bid volume and the ask volume will be accumulated and get the data here, bid volume and ask volume. All right. So now I will explain what's bid volume and what's ask volume. That is very important concept here. The bid volume is total transacted volumes based on the ask price. So outsider directly buy from the listing seller. So active buyers are buying the shares. That's bid volume. Okay. And then ask volume here. Ask volume here is total transacted volumes based on the bid price. So holders of the stocks directly sell their holdings to the listing buyer. This shows the active sellers are selling the stocks. All right. Okay. So let's say if now I have questions to you. So if the big volume here, now my question, if the big volume here is more than ask volume here, okay, so are there more buyers or more sellers? If more buyers, you type 1 on the chat room. More buyer volume, not buyers, more buying volume. If more sell volumes, then you type 2. If you are not clear, type 3. So can you answer the questions? Choose 1 or 2 or 3 in the chat room. Oh. All right. Okay. So I received 3 answers. 1, 2, 3. 1. Some are 3. Okay. So there are still not some. Okay. So a lot of 3 here. That means people are not clear. Okay. So let me explain. So for example, during the day, so if some people are bid the stock at, for example, 0.99, some buyers, he would like to buy a stock at 0.99 price for 900 shares. All right. So at the same time, there are some shareholders, they are willing to sell the stock at $1. He want to sell 1,000 shares. All right. So at the same time, there was buyers. She was only willing to buy the share at 92 cents, and she's willing to buy at 2,000. She want to buy 2,000 shares. Okay, and then another seller, for example, there was seller want to sell higher at 1.02 for example, he's only willing to sell 900 shares, right? So that was on the market depth, that is in the stockage platform. So you can see this data. So every second you will see the bid and ask price, and show you the price and the volume, and the asking price and the volume. Actually, it is moving. All right. So let's say if there was a seller, actually he is willing to sell at 0.99 and then sell at 900 shares. So this seller this seller will sell at 0.99, 900 shares. All right, and that was an actual transacted price. This is an actual transacted price, and the trade price is 0.99 and the volume is $900. Okay, so that means the buyer, this 0.99 and 900 share was done. Okay, because there was a seller willing to show at 0.99 for this 900 shares. But in our trading record, so this actual transacted volume will be recorded as this is ask. It will be ask. Okay, because there's an active seller sell at 0.99 at 900 shares. So it was, this is a show. It was a show. Okay. So this volume will be add to ask. You will add to ask. So that means it's total transacted volume based on bid price. So this bid price was because the seller willing to sell at this price, right? So this volume will be recorded in here. So so the ask volume will be total, and here but here this ask volume is accumulating the overall total transacted volume based on the bid price. So it will accumulate all the active sellers transacted volume. Okay. Okay. So this is trade one. The trade one seller sell at 0.99 for 900 shares. So ask volume increased by 900. Okay. So let's say next, another seller, he's also willing to sell at $0.98 for 2,000 shares. Yeah. So there was another ask volume done at 2,000 shares at 0.98. So this 2,000 will add this 900 into here, ask volume. All right. So you will see how many over the day, how many sell volume, add together. Okay. So you will see those ask. Okay, so now you know the ask volume are the transacted volume actively selling their positions. Okay, so that's the ask volume. All right, but let's say if here, if there was a buyer, he want, those buyers, they don't have a stock, right? So when they are willing to buy the stock at $1 for 1,000 shares, then they bid the stock. So this 1,000 will be bid volume and count as 1,000. Count 1,000 shares. All right, and then the bid, it will count into this bid volume. All right, so let's say if after one, you can compare the bid volume here and with the ask volume here. So if the bid volume is more than the ask volume. That means more buying volumes. Yeah, so more buying volumes for the stock. But let's say if the ask volume, this volume is more than the bid volume here, that means more selling volumes. Yeah, so you might have a gauge that probably the more selling volume, then probably more selling pressures for the stock. All right. So now, are you better now? Understand what does it mean? Okay. So it's a difficult. Oh, better now. Good. All right. Then here there is a CRLT. CRLT here. This CRLT is the current transacted volume. Is the current transacted volume. All right. And so you can know the latest is the latest share price, transacted price, and then CRLT is the amount, the volume. Not amount, is the volume. So currently, how many shares are trading at the transacted based on the last price? All right. So there's another very difficult concept here. It was the AP and BAS and BASD. All right. So before that, here let's look at the the sell and buy here. Now you will see in the big, for example, when you go to the broker trading platform, you will see the market depth, and on there you will see what is the bid price and what is the bid volume. So the bid price is this one. The bid volume is this one. Then you on the market depth, on the trading brokers platform, you will also see ask price, and also what is the ask volume. So is our here the sell, what's the sell price, and what is the ask volume. Okay, so with this example, you will see currently the asking price is 0.167, and then the seller want to sell 7,000 shares. So at the same time, there was a bid price and bid volume. Here ask price and ask volume. So the buy 0.16. So now the buyer is bidding to buy at 0.166, and there are 226,300 shares are waiting to be sold. Another word is 226,300 shares are waiting to buy. Okay, so from here are not transacted yet, are waiting to be transacted. And here from sell and ask volume here, so there are sellers want to sell at 0.16, and then there was only 7,000 shares waiting to be sold. Okay, so this is these two information from here. Okay, so now we come to this bias and BASD and AP. AP is the as of the time, what is the average price? It's just an average transacted price, AP. Because last week, a member asked about what's AP. So now I explain what's AP. Then BAS and BASD are another a little bit difficult questions, concepts. BAS, in some in other words, the term is the committee. I checked from the how to say? I checked from the dictionary. It is committee. All Chinese word is 为比. Okay, so this what was it? It is an indicator that measures the relative strength of orders as of the trading time. So the commission ratio of the stock with daily limit is generally 100%, and the lower limit is minus 100%. Okay, let's finish reading the concept. Means that all orders are 100% means all orders are buying orders. Minus 100% means all orders are selling order. If the ratio is 0, which means that the quantity of buying, holding, and selling are equal, that is the commission buying. All right, I think the translation is not so good. The translation is not good. Okay, let's come to the okay, I explain. Okay, so just now I say there's a big volume, there's a big price, and there's a big volume, right? These are waiting. Big price and big volume. They are waiting to be bought, waiting to buy. Then asking. There was a asking price and asking volume. So, for example, the bid price is 0.99, and then the bid volume, there are 100,000 shares waiting to be filled. So waiting to buy at $0.99 for 100,000 shares. And at the same time, probably there was sellers. They are waiting to sell the stock at 1.01, and they are about 90,000 shares volume. Okay. At the same time, there are also some, big orders, and there are also some ask orders. So, okay. So these are buyers. It will based on, here are the big volumes. Here are the asking volumes. They are not transacted yet. Okay, pay attention. They are not transacted yet. So they are waiting to be filled. This order are waiting to be filled. Okay, so these buyers in the PC kit is, it will calculate based on the bid volume. So this bid volume minus the ask volume. Okay, and then this is the difference divided by the bid volume plus the ask volume is sum of the bid volume plus the ask volume and in percentage. All right. So, so you can see these bias, the data can be from minus 100% to 100%. Okay, if more bid volume, a lot of bid volumes, yeah, so a lot of bid volume and very, very little ask volume. So it's almost near 100%. Okay, so you will see there are a lot of buy strength. Okay, and let's say, but contrastly, the bid volume is very little, and the ask volume is huge, a lot of asking volume waiting to be shown. Then, based on this formula, the buyers, it will be near minus 100%. That means a great selling pressures. All right. So you can base on these buyers to gauge currently more buying volume or more selling volumes. All right. Okay. So let's say if the bias is 0, it is 0. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. That means the bid volume is same as ask volume. All right. So there's no, it's balanced. You cannot see which is stronger, buy or sell, right? But but let's say if bias increase from 0 to 100%, the higher percentage, more buying pressures, more buying force. But let's say if bias is from minus 100% to 0%, then means more selling pressures. All right. Okay. So far, are you clear? If one, then okay. So one thing. All right. So let's see here. For example, let's say so here is the okay. For example, buy volume and sell volume here. So here bias 55.80%. So it is the bid volume. The bid volume 1019500. So there are 1019500 shares minus by ask volume. Ask volume is 289 200. Okay, divide by their sum, means the sum of 1019500 plus the bid and ask volume add together is there here. Okay, so you will get this 55.80, about 55.80. So you will see actually the buy volume is more than the sell volume at the moment. So, and this bias will keep changing over during the trading. All right, and the higher of the bias, that means more buying power. But the lower or even negative bias, that means more selling pressures. But this bias is keep changing during the day. All right, and so the bias BASD. The BASD here is the bid minus the ask. So the difference is the bid volume minus the ask volume, the difference. So you can get the bid by BASD. All right. So, but this bias is instantly, you will see the buy power and the sell power, the ratio. But pay attention is that note here, the note, because the bid volume, ask volume, and the pending orders are all cancelable before the actual transaction is completed. So the bias can be artificially fabricated. Yeah. So sometimes those bankers will artificially put a buy order or sell order to fool the market. Yeah. So in the actual trading process, it's generally not appropriate to rely solely on bias for trading. Okay. So it's a reference only. Okay. And the bias is the difference of bid volume and the ask volume. Okay. And so, yeah, but I think the time and sales, that are the actual transacted volume. So this data is more reliable, but that is actual transacted volume, but it's not the on. Unlike the bid and ask volume, there is, you can foresee how many buy orders and how many sell orders. However, be careful, they might be artificially fabricated by some of the speculator or bankers. Okay. All right. So today I explain some. I explain what is a tick chart and what are some important trading information you can get from the PC kit. Yeah. So this is the tick chart, and also what is time and sales, and what is the information here in the PC kit. Yeah. Okay. So that's all for today. Yeah. So if you have questions, I can answer you. Okay. What are those white color column means? Okay. So now is a Q&A time. Huh? So for those want to exit, can exit. Started TT. Stated TT. What stated TT stand for? Sorry, I don't know what is TT. What do you mean TT? Nick, SC, you asked about stated TT. What's TT here? All right, for the detailed chart of the left-hand side, 3-column green. For the details chart on the left-hand side, the detailed chart on the left-hand side, the column. Green is, red is sell volume, white. You mean here is white column, white volume with square box. Volume. Where got white volume? Okay, sorry, I don't know. I don't see white volume. There's a green and red volume. Valerie, I don't know what white volume you refer to. Show demand and supply then. If demand more than supply, then potentially the share will move up. But this is for trading, so it's not for long term, it's short term. Yeah, correct. When supply and demand, when there is bid and ask volumes or bid order, ask for orders are waiting to be matched. What those white color volume means? Again, ask about white color volume. What is this? This is not volume, okay? This is not volume. Are you referring to here? This is the white transacted price. So if let's say the stock is not active, so it's like looks like volume, but this is price. The volume is here. The volume is here. The volume is green or red. This is tick price, move up and down, tick price. Welcome. Big volume, more greater than ask. No means bid volume more than ask volume. That means at the moment the bid more buying orders, more buying orders at the moment, because the bid order and sales order will change every minute. We change every minute. TT 10,000 for the same stock. How to open 2 times for the same stock? Example, day and 60 minutes chart. So if you want to open the day chart, you just click day. If you want to open the 60 minutes, then go to period, click 60 minutes. Okay, TRLT behind number got TT. TRLT is the total transacted volume. TRLT. This is the as of the time. What is the total transacted volume? Okay. How to open? Wow, so many questions. So I answer this question. AH Pen. Okay. May I know how to go to the tick chart? Go to the tick chart is very simple. Just go to here. Just click tick. you will go to the tick chart. Earlier, PowerPoint got white volume, green, red volume under time and sell. Oh. Okay, here the white column volume. This is not volume, huh? This is time. The left column is time, the transacted time. Oh, you mean the white color here? I see. Okay. Okay, I see. The 10,000, 17,000, 32,000. Okay. This part I am not sure. I need to check for you. What is this white color? Maybe the bid and ask are the same, but I check for you. Not sure. I'm not sure too. Okay. How to open multiple day chart? In the PC kit cannot open multiple day chart. Not available. It's only PC software can open multiple day chart. Pre-close is the closing price before yesterday. Yes. Okay, we cannot set two time frame in the same window in PC kit. Yes. Pre-close is the yesterday's closing price. Yes, you're right. Valeria, you're right. Pre-close is the yesterday's close price. All right. Yeah, so I answer all of your questions. Yeah. So, all right, that's all for today. Thank you very much and keep safe, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.